Hey everybody, Adam here with Hometown Acres. Welcome back. So today we took delivery of a tool that I have been patiently waiting for, and I think it is the one tool that every property owner should have, especially if you have ATV trails. Let me show you what the problem is, and then I'll show you what the tool is to fix it. So here is our ATV trails. Our total property acreage is about 44 acres. About 14 of that is a large field and then the lot for the house. And then we've got about 30 acres that we have these ATV trails that kind of wind through. And the problem with maintaining these ATV trails is there's constantly new growth on the trees on the side of the trails that crowd into the trail, and it makes it difficult to get back here with the four-wheeler, the side-by-side, the tractor, what have you. And it's a constant maintenance item. Normally what I do is I come back here with the chainsaw, the hedge trimmer, whatever tools I can find to come back here and help me clear these branches. But the problem is I can only reach so high with those tools. So what happens is the branches that are up higher, they'll start to grow out over top of the trail. They'll get leaves on them, they'll get bigger branches, then they'll start to weigh down and they come down into the middle of the trail. And then you start hitting them when you come back here with the tractor with the ROPS bar. So let me show you what the tool is that is going to really help us and hopefully allow us to only have to do this every 2 or 3 years instead of every summer. So here is the tool that Toro sent us to demo here on the channel. It is a Toro pole saw. It has an 8-foot reach. It's battery powered with a 60-volt battery, and it has a 10-inch bar and chain on the end of it. That's a little bit bigger than what you'll find on most battery pole saws. Normally, when I was looking at them, I think the average is about 8 inches. And then if you start getting into gas-powered models, you start getting into a 12-inch. So this is one of the bigger bar and chain models that you can find in the battery-powered pole saws. But like I said, this is really going to help us reach up a little bit higher so that we only have to come through here and do this every couple years. I'm 6 foot tall. This has an 8-foot reach, so I should be able to get branches up about 14 feet up in the air. But anyway, let's go ahead and fire it up, clear up our trails, and I'll tell you what I think about it at the end of the video. All right, so my initial impressions of the Toro 60-volt battery-powered pole saw is I really like it. It has plenty of power to be doing anything that you would be using it for in a pruning application. Obviously, you're not going to be cutting firewood with it, but what I like most about it is the battery life. We were cutting about 400 to 500 yards worth of trail. We still have a lot more to do here, but in that hour and a half that we were using this, we only used about 1 bar on the battery. So this thing will definitely last a lot longer than I will. That's the other thing I wanted to mention. Any pole saw you get, because they are, 8-10 foot length, you've got a lot of weight getting out away from your pivot point where you've got it pivoted up against your body. So you are going to tire out. This thing, even though it's pretty light, just being that it's so far away from your body, it still gets heavy after a little while. So the battery is definitely going to outlast you. Now, like I said, it has a 10-inch bar and chain on it, and I think on the box it says it's rated for up to a 6-inch branch to cut, and the battery says that it's rated for up to 80 cuts. And I found that we're getting way more than that. And I don't know if that is 80 cuts of 6-inch diameter branches. We were cutting a lot smaller stuff than that, just pruning our trails here. I couldn't even tell you how many 1/2-inch up to 1-inch branches that we trimmed today, but it was way more than 80. And like I said, we only used 1 bar of battery. But yeah, overall, really happy with this item. Like I said, good power, good battery life, a little bit heavy after a while. That's my quick summary of what I think about this Toro pole saw. So now that we've pruned back most of our trails overhead, we're kind of in a situation where we cleaned up one mess just to make another, and that is all of the branches and everything that we just dropped right on the trail here. Luckily, we have the right piece of equipment to take care of that as well. We've got our WoodMaxx MX 8800 PTO powered wood chipper. So we're gonna go ahead and fire this thing up and clean up all this brush on the side of the trails. So we just finished chipping this section of woods here. That only took about 8 minutes to clear this section here. We've got about 3 or 4 more sections that we're gonna go ahead and chip off camera, but I wanted to stop here and kind of explain why we're doing this. I figured some of you guys might be wondering, why are you wasting all this time and effort back in the woods? Well, the first reason is it's because it's our property, we want it to look nice, and it's something I enjoy doing. So it's kind of a hobby for me to come back here and maintain our property and keep it from getting overgrown. The second reason is because if you've been following our channel, you know that we're planning to dig a pond here in the next couple of months, and we're gonna be renting an excavator to come back and dig that pond out. Well, I'm hoping that we rent that for a week or so and we can finish the pond in 3, 4, maybe 5 days, and we have a couple extra days of rental with the excavator. And I wanna bring that back in here and kind of touch up some of the trails, maybe widen them out a little bit. And I really don't want a tree branch to come poking through the cab of a rental because I don't want to pay for that. And the third reason is because just about any time we have any company come over and visit, we're always coming back in the woods and showing our friends and family the property, taking them for rides on the 4-wheeler and the Polaris Ranger. And I like having our property look nice, like I said earlier. And as the old Boy Scout saying goes, leave the campsite better than you found it, and that's what we're trying to do here. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give us a big thumbs up, click that subscribe button, and don't forget, go check out our new website, hometown-acres.com, if you want to get some of your own Hometown Acres merch. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.